Guys, been a couple days since I recorded despite committing to the 21 challenge 21 days in a row. And I posted a little story about, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, wasn't feeling so good. My mood had dipped a little bit. And I wanted to quickly just talk about kind of how I forced myself out of it by taking action and like pretty drastically improving how I was feeling just with like taking some simple action. And specifically I think with I would say like social anxiety that I was feeling. The difficult part is how the only way out of it, and I think this is true for many different challenges that we face, the only way out of it is directly through it. And to escape it, I literally had to go out mostly by myself and talk to people because I was sitting in this apartment feeling almost imprisoned. That I kind of wanted to socialize, but I was a little scared to, and all of my friends were very busy, and I gotten back after traveling for many months, and so many of my friends now have girlfriends, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. So kind of gotta go out alone if I want to meet girls, and it presents a fun challenge if you choose to frame it that way. And I kind of changed the inner narrative from like, oh, I have to go do this to like, I get to go do this. Like, I get to go meet new people. I get to go kind of conquer a fear, sharpen my social skills, and in general, make my life better. And then in terms of like anything that I was procrastinating for work that was giving me some of this anxiety or kind of just feeling overwhelmed by certain tasks, again, like the only way to get the anxiety out was to actually tackle the tasks and handle everything. I think there was also an aspect I was like thinking a lot, like how did I end up feeling this way? I really stay away from sweets, even though I love them. But I had eaten some ice cream, and it was like heavy, heavy ice cream, super sweet. I couldn't even finish it, and I think that had part of the reason to do with the mood dip. There's actually a psychiatrist once explained it to me. There's a direct link between processed sugar intake and depression between the gut and the brain. The gut and the brain are very interconnected. If you have an unhealthy gut, you're going to have a very unhealthy mind. It's just kind of how it works. So especially people with my condition, it's honestly, I really should be going about life considering myself allergic to processed sugars, because really I am. I don't get any, like, I'm not going to die, but if there's a food that is so closely correlated to adverse effects on my mood, it doesn't really seem like a particularly intelligent thing to consume. It's like literally self-sabotage. So I'm really going to do my best to stick away from that. And lastly, it's like I think the consistency and the exercise really helped. Exercising really, it releases such good endorphins. And even when my mood was bad, without doing anything else, just exercising made it feel a little bit better. So I mean, I did post, my daily receipt of doing the training. So I think it's kind of like that combination of making sure that you're eating healthy, you're exercising, so that you can make sure that you're getting those natural endorphins that are going to boost your mood and regulate your hormones, as well as the sunlight, and then really like identifying like what am I not doing that might be causing me to have a worse mood, or or feel like I'm not really living up to my potential, and going through, and despite the fact that you don't really, or I didn't really want to be doing it, it's kind of like I had to, and I got to progress my life forward by taking action on those items. So that was kind of how I improved my mood, how I got out of that little funk I had for 2 days. And then also making sure that I keep those things up consistently, so I don't just find myself back in that mood again soon.